Yeah, boy.
Welcome back. Is it 29? 29?
Yeah, 29.
Welcome back, 29. Unconquered training. Today, neat little one for you today. Saturday today. Yeah, a real different one. Something that we don't often get exposed to. A couple of reasons we don't get exposed to it is just like having the availability of space, having the time to get out there and do it, outside of the CrossFit box and stuff. Given that we've got a bit of time at the moment, we thought we'd expose you guys to a bit of sprinting. So it doesn't look like a lot. 6 rounds, every 4 minutes, 50 meters all out sprint, as fast as you can possibly move. Me and the boys, Taj and Zach, we've done this a couple of times last week. First time we did it, I barely made it to the 6th round. Just got to the 6th round, really found a big fall off after the 4th effort. Awesome workout though. Left me like struggling to get out of bed for the next couple of days.
Yeah, right.
So still got a bit of hamstring soreness and stuff, and that's, we did it again on Saturday. And we're filming this on Wednesday, so this is 3 or 4 days later. I've still got that little bit of soreness. My legs are finally starting to come back to me. I'm noticing in my lifting that I feel a little bit more explosive, which is the idea behind it.
Yeah, right.
So pretty extensive warm up here for the day. So we're going to get outside. It's Saturday. It's one of our outdoor workouts. So you're going to go and find a nice clear space. It can be down on the beach. It can be at one of the local schools around. Girraween, somewhere where you can access some grass, be outside in the beautiful sun and get a bit of sprinting done. You don't need a measuring tape or anything. You can just pace out 50 meters, pop a shirt at one end, pop a shirt at the other end so you know where you're running between. If you can maybe organise to do it with one other person, because I think we're still with 2 people. Won't be far away until we're allowed a few more than 2, hopefully. So if you can find someone else that you can do with, that's always good because it makes it nice competitive. So 400 to start, we're going to do a 400 meter jog. So wherever you are, nice easy jog just to get the core body temperature up, start getting those joints moving around. From there, we're going to go into a real specific sprinting and running style warm-up, which you guys have done, we've been exposed to inside the CrossFit box. We're going to move through different bits and pieces there. So as best as you can, just remember what that sort of looks like. So you can go with your ankles to start with. You're going to find a 5 meter space, and walk your way through, down to the 5 meters to circle through those ankles. Cool. From there, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to go to near the chest, I'm going to grab my knee, I'm going to pull my knee towards my chest, take a step, pull, take a step, and so on through that 5 meters. Next one, I'm going to pop my toe up, I'm going to shift my hips back, swing through, get those hamstrings starting to stretch out, stretching out. Now this stuff, if you find you get to the end of this stuff and you're still feeling a little tight, go back to the start and run through it again. When I do it, I probably run through those things 2 or 3 times, or I might come back and visit 1 or 2 things that were, if my hammies were really tight, I'll come back and visit those things a little bit later. I might go for a little 20 meter jog, come back and revisit that sort of stuff. So those are the hammy kicks. Gates, again in that 5 meter space. So we're going to go close the gate, just step up and over a fence. So hip, trying to keep my hips square, knee goes out to the side, stepping up and over. To go backwards, I stay facing the same way, knee comes up, turn and step back over that fence backwards there. Yeah, so forwards and backwards. Again, that one's a really nice one to loosen up those hips. From those gates position, you're going to go into a 2-minute plank. So down onto the ground, into your plank position up high or down low, hang there for a couple of minutes and get that core nice and solid. From there, we're going to go into our joint circles. So again, the top down position, joint circles run through wrists, elbows, shoulders. Definitely those shoulders want to be well warmed up, because when we're running, all that sort of stuff is happening. From there, we're going to go into a sumo squat and turn. So a little bit wider than normal. I'm going to squat and turn. Squat, slide my pants, and turn, and so on across that 5 meter. Again, if those hips are still feeling a little bit jammed up, come back. No problems at all. You want to feel like I'm loose. You want to feel like I'm running really well. From there, we're going to go into an A skip and an A skip high. So we're going to lengthen that space out. So we've gone from 5 meters to 10 meters now. So A skip, it's opposite hand, opposite hand, opposite foot. Just thinking about driving my foot hard into the ground, down, 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 and that knee comes up nice and high. Alrighty, from there, A skip high, it's just simple A skip, nice and high. And we're trying to get a little bit of height through that. So you can see we're starting to warm up the muscles for running, warm up those calves, and get those things happening. Again, you're working in that 10-meter zone. Same thing again, if it's feeling a little bit undercooked, do a little bit more, no problems at all. This sort of warm-up wants to take you a good 20 to 25 minutes. We're at our high knees, so high knees, and then our butt kickers, again in the 10-meter distance. And then from there, we should be feeling pretty basic and feeling fairly good to run. From here, we're going to do what we call run-throughs. Those run-throughs are going to be up to 30 meters, alrighty? And you're simply going to start. When I start running, if that's not my line, I'm going to step back from the line, start running. And by the time I get to my 30 meters, I want to be moving at about 90%. When you start moving pretty quickly, as I build through these things. If I was to put a number on how many of those things that I do, it'd probably be about 3 or 4. Now, 3 or 4 of those, they still aren't max efforts though. Alrighty, you're still not going totally hard. From there, potentially if you're still feeling like I need a little bit more running, you might go and do a 200-meter run and then have a good rest, maybe 3 minutes before I start hitting my first max effort on 50 meters. So that 50 meters, same thing, start yourself. There's a couple of ways you can start. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, hand down on the ground and go. I can be standing here, ready, set, go, or you can get down in that crouched sprinter's start. The boys love wearing spikes and getting down in the thing, taking their shirts off, and I know you guys might have seen it on Instagram. Zachy in particular likes to go like he's in first gear in a car. If anyone wants to search that up, is that on your one, Taj? So, and Taj will put it back up on the Ocean Athlete if you want to listen to Zachy
farting out of his mouth,
running in first gear. So, happy days. The boys really get into this.
He's put up a good double underscore. Zachy's up front with 184
or something.
Yeah, man. Good job, Zachy boy.
I didn't think you could get those legs
Scott
off the ground.
Duncan, 80 something. That's also good. Even Marie's getting up there. Yeah, man.
Very, very good.
Very good.
From there, at the end, you're going to do a 10-minute stretch out. What you're going to find is your hip flexors are going to get pretty sore because of that lifting, that aggressive hip flexion. So we're really thinking about pulling up and driving down, but as you drive, the harder you drive down, the harder you're able to drive back up. So in that stretch, spend a good couple of minutes in that Samson stretch there on both sides. You might do a forward fold into a hamstring stretch and feel that sort of stuff. If you get out at the back end of this 6 rounds and you feel like you can do more, you didn't go fast enough.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Run very hard and get that stuff done. Here, maybe before my 10-minute stretch, I might do another 400-meter run at the end.
Just easy run?
I'm supposed to. We're supposed to, but we never do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because we're terrible. We're just like, it's late in the afternoon, I just need beer.
Yeah.
So, but get that 400-meter run done at the end, nice and easy, and then have a good 10-minute stretch at the end. A little bit of a longer one, but a long warm-up. Hopefully you guys enjoy that one. Give us your feedback on that one. Maybe take some video, get someone to video you. I'd love to see some of you guys sprinting.
Be awesome to see some videos. Share it on the Instagram page. Yeah, man.
Anyway, see you guys next week.
Yeah, boy. Yup.